Yeah, here we go. We have got Vegas Low Roller. We got Daniel, you guys. I am so excited because I started getting your videos many years ago, and I was just going, who is this guy? This guy has got the best energy. You were just like going, oh Jesus, your narratives watching our games as a developer, because I was a developer at the time, I was an art director for these games, and we were just like, if we knew that we were making people this happy, the way that you are so joyful in every symbol and everything that goes in the game, it is the most rewarding thing. And I tell you, on behalf of all the people that I thank you, because literally we just sit there and go, I've never seen anybody enjoy a game as much as you enjoy slots. And so you guys welcome Daniel. That's my introduction to Daniel.
That means a lot to me. I've always wondered how my chaos is interpreted, and that means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
It absolutely means the world to us, because you have the best time. You have a relationship. You get relationships with this symbol. You get relationships with, oh, this is going up and it's going up and it's going up, and you narrate it with your voice, and it's like you become one with the machine and the game, and it's just the most astonishing thing for people, because we don't know we don't know what we're doing, because we're making it months in advance, a year ahead of time that you guys will ever start playing it. We're like, is anybody going to like this? I don't know.
And how do you feel when we don't like it? Does that
No, but we want to hear that. That's exactly the reason we're doing this kind of stuff, is because although it does sting, not gonna lie, it does sting, but we can't get any better if you guys, or if no one tells us, hey, maybe this didn't hit right, or this didn't sound right, or this didn't feel right. So we want to hear that stuff, and we want it to be honest, because otherwise, how do we get better? We won't. So yeah, no, we absolutely. And I think some of us like to hear it more than others.
I get my feeling, but I tell you what, a lot of times you guys are mad at the random number generator.
Yeah.
But the entertainment experience it's very true. I mean, if a game's boring, that's on us, And so, but we got to know. We're making games. And you guys teach us so much.
Yeah, it's a bit like it's a stream of consciousness almost when I play, because there's very little filter going on. It's just I see something, I react, and it's like back and forth. I'm like a 12-year-old in front of his Nintendo for those few minutes.
But I think that's what makes your video so great, and I think that's why you have over 107 million views on your channel, which is incredible.
Yeah,
like that's incredible.
It's amazing. How did this all start for you? Tell us how. Let's roll it way back. How did you get into this?
Well, it was 10 years ago now. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I moved to Vegas, and I was like in and out of the casino. I was playing poker at the time, and I was like, I'm playing slots a little bit anyway. I'll throw it up on YouTube. The biggest channel at the time, I believe, was Casino Man New Jersey.
Yep.
He had about 7,000 subscribers, and Seamus of Slots was
Seamus of Slots. Yeah,
he was one of the other biggest channels, and I think he had about 5,000 or 6,000 at the time. And I was like, you know what? I'll just throw my videos up. There was no, I was 37. I don't know how old I was. I was old. There was no plan to be an influencer, and there never has been. And it just happened.
Wow. That's amazing. And what did you? So getting in, and you were filming in Las Vegas, which must have been tough because
right back then, 10 years ago. Like today, it's still kind of difficult. So 10 years ago, were you just like undercover? Like how did that? Right, like
how were you doing it?
Yeah, so I think that's a carryover of today, because I would literally just hold my phone this way and just kind of like film and try not to get noticed. And even to this day, I very rarely use a tripod or anything like that. I think it's been ingrained in me to keep a low profile.
Yeah.
But as soon as a security guard or somebody noticed you, I was done, and I had to go to a different casino sometimes.
Right.
So the landscape has changed so much in the last few years.
Well, and you know, we talk about this all the time. You know, I've been a big proponent of you guys and what you're doing and how you're teaching us as game designers. But you know, I see the opportunity for the casinos to learn so much from you guys as well. So it seems like a better partnership than it is. You know, to be you know, working with you guys and you guys working with them. It's funny that, but the landscape has changed. What else has changed about gaming in the last 10 years? So you've seen the last 10 years. I've been making games for 18. Like how have the games changed for you?
They've changed quite a bit. You know, the attention spans are getting shorter and shorter.
Right.
And as a content producer, I make decisions every day, what game I want to play, what game I don't want to play. And that often involves what do people want to watch.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is now you can't just have a game with one bonus and one, scatter pay, and that's it. Like every spin, there needs to be something dropping and then giving you a potential of something else. And there needs to be something going on every spin. So the games have evolved quite a bit since 10 years ago.
Right, and what's interesting about what you just said, especially because, and this is, folks, the more bonuses we put in there, the more things that happen on this, less frequently they happen, and the less money we can give in them, because it's still got to be the same pie. It's still got to be the pie that we're cutting from. So it's it is, and so it's become a really interesting challenge. How to keep these things interesting, how to keep your interest, and make the wins enough. And keep you interested. The math is very complicated on these games. Oof.
You guys are working miracles with the math lately. I mean, it's to keep, like you said, to keep the fun in every spin, as well as the RTP can't change, right? This is how much the player's getting back per dollar they put in. Right. So for you guys to work these miracles has been nothing short of a miracle the last few days.
That's very nice. Well, every games have gotten better. They have gotten better. But everybody's games are getting better. I mean, honestly, I look around and I'm just like, I mean, they still come out. They'll come out with another Buffalo that's like, this is great too. I mean, it's like,
how can a Buffalo get better? We don't know, but it's getting better.
But I mean, the manufacturers, we're all having to rise to the occasion. You guys are making it. You guys are playing, and we got to keep you entertained.
And you are doing that, so I'm very pleased. At least I'm always, in fact, the only thing that I've been disappointed in the last year has been the lack of new games, because there was a point where it was like every week I was seeing a new game, and it kind of pulled down the last few months. I was like, where are the new games? People need new games.
It takes about a year to get these things done, so you have to count backwards, and we all got laid off for a while. Everybody laid off. And then when we came back, we were like, ooh, what were we doing?
Catching up, and now it's still a catch-up game, right? I mean,
So that's what this current lull is all about. But we're really trying to get the games out and and keeping you guys entertained. And I posted some. I'm gonna look. I posted some of your games recently on my channel.
I saw that. It's amazing.
Oh my God, they were so much fun. What was it? What did I get? So here, Linda, you carry on for a second. I'll be right back.
I saw the Facebook posts. They were
right. Yeah. Yes. So do you do any live streaming? Because I've been asking everyone that, because I feel like there's been a big movement towards that, and especially for content creators like you, have you been seeing a big increase in that? And are you adding that? Are you thinking about adding more of that, or have you?
So there's a large demand for it, as you said. Yeah. And it's kind of been growing year over year. People just seem to want live for some reason. But I'm old and stubborn to change, so I'm like, I'll do it when I have to, and so I'll live stream very occasionally. Usually a sponsor is involved or something. Like, we'd really like you to live stream, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah. But isn't it fascinating to see that movement that's happening? Because as I've been watching it the last several years, and just now seeing that it is happening, and I started seeing it happening for you guys. I started seeing that movement, and I'm like, it's coming. Like the wave is coming. Yeah, and they want to see it. They want to have you guys like right there.
They love the live, and as somebody with a ton of anxiety, it's really like live is a lot of pressure. And so and they're like always like, do live. I'm like, I'm trying. Calm down.
I think it takes about 3 people. I mean, most of the guys that I know are doing this. One person's watching the money, one person's playing the game, and one person is watching the feed.
Yeah.
And they're trying to.
It's a production.
So it's crazy. Okay, the games that I posted recently were Cashnado, which you had a killer run on. It was really fun. It was really fun. No executive. You didn't have to go back in. You got this thing. You killed it. And Dragon Kingdom, which it was really great to see somebody doing really well in Dragon Kingdom. But Cashnado and Dragon Kingdom, those videos were fantastic.
Yeah.
I really like Dragon Kingdom, and it's one of my mom's favorite games, believe it.
That's awesome. Okay, tell us about your mom. Tell us about your mom, because I love when she's on there.
She loves Dragon. In fact, Cosmo just swapped out Dragon Kingdom for Jackpot Falls, and we were there, the day after, whenever it happened. She looked over at looking for Dragon. She went, "Oh no!"
Well, that's our game too, but yeah.
But she's definitely a huge fan of Dragon Kingdom. She was very sad to see it go.
Very pretty game, really pretty game, and a lot of really good work on that game. Yeah, no, and
Jackpot Falls is great too. I enjoyed that a lot.
Good.
I love the way you guys incorporated the wheel that shows up, and it's really well done.
Yeah, it's like that mode that it goes into, and it's like
it's dark and mysterious, and
yeah. So these games are so much fun, but seeing them again through your eyes is exhilarating for us, and you have to know that. I mean, a lot of the times, some people are, but for game developers to watch somebody love games as much as you do, it's just like, yes.
I'm glad. I'm very happy for that.
It's great.
Yeah.
Well, so tell us where you think what do you think your channel wants to go? What do you think, you're going to be doing in the next couple of years with the channel?
I don't know. It was an interesting shift, like with when COVID and all that happened and everything shut down. I was doing one video a week still. I was being a stubborn old man about that. I'm stubborn about lives. And I was like, because the algorithm at that point needed you to do one video for you to stay relevant.
Right. Yep.
And I fought that tooth and nail, and my channel was on the decline. And so I think it was December of 2020 where I was like, fine, I give in. And I started doing one video a day, and that quickly turned into 2 videos a day. And it's an interesting, now it's a work-life balance, which I never had to do before with my channel.
Right.
It's been interesting. Where it goes from here, who knows? I'm here to ride the wave. I'm not here to predict it.
Yeah. Now, what do you consider your home casino?
Oh, I'd say Cosmo, just because they've been so, like, they kind of started the trend of, hey, come on in and film. We won't bother you.
Yeah. They're a fun casino too. They're just fun. A lot
to me. And they swap out their floor very often. They're always bringing in new games. So yeah, that means a lot to me that they were kind of one of the first that was like, hey, we embrace what you're doing.
That's great.
Come on in.
We need more forward-thinking slot directors. Really staff over there. They got it really early. They realized that was it's funny that Cosmo was always kind of designed to be for a younger player, and they got it. That social media was important, and that this was a new way to spread the word about their casino. No, it's great to hear.
Kevin Sweet over there, like I think he was the one who championed it, and he's very, very brilliant and knows kind of the market very well. And he championed that. And then even recently now, Station Casinos and stuff for the local market, they've embraced us, and that's been fantastic too.
Right. Yeah, that's fantastic. Golly. Yeah. So I'm just a fan. I just have to. Honestly, I really am. And I can't tell you how many art designers always say, you got to watch what he did.
I know, because the thing is, we watch these games and we see it from the beginning, right? And so by the time it comes out, we're exhausted. And we don't know how it's going to be received. And sometimes by the time it is out, we've already moved on to other games.
Yeah.
And so by that time, we're switched gears. So it's nice to then have to be reminded when someone says, yeah, this is a great game. And then we're like, oh, right, this one. Yeah. So it is nice to be reminded of that. And I know, especially for Mike, because Mike, has done a lot of these games. Like he's touched so many of them.
Not anymore, but yeah, there was for like 18 years. We were sometimes doing 50 games a year. I'd be working on 50 games a year. So that add that up. That's a lot of games.
Well, I know you were art director on one of my favorites, Wicked Wheel.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that one's a fan favorite. That one is a fan favorite.
That one I see everywhere.
Yeah, and getting ready to get a new one. There's going to be a new one. It's called Wicked Wheel, Smoking Hot Stuff, Wicked Wheel, Fire and Ice. So, so Fire and Ice, and it goes into an icy mode, and you know, we've got this new character, and his name is Freezy. So he's the counterpart. So he's the counterpart, little devil. So, and they duke it out on the thing, and it's a really fun game, and I'm really excited about that hitting the floor, and it's actually just starting to hit the floor. So,
yeah, we'd love to see what your reaction would be, like the honest reaction would be to that. Like,
I'll find out where it's going, and I'll tell you who's getting it. Sometimes it takes a while for because Nevada has such specific commission issues, so it may be a little bit later there. But if it's playing anywhere, I'll find out for you.
Let me know. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah.
Boy, that was because we were looking at that game and we said we got to make this little devil the friend. He's your companion, because otherwise, who wants somebody pestering you, and everything. But he would always make the spins better, and he was a great character. So it's fun.
He's a great, like that personal touch, I think, is why that game is so successful. That sort of interaction with the player. Hey, look what I'm doing. I'm spinning your wheel. I'm adding multipliers. Like, it adds such a personal touch that I think is key.
Yeah. Math is really good on that game too. So, it's not, you don't get into when you get into the bonus, you're not always going to get the lowest, pay. It waits. It's got a good math balance. I don't know how they do it. It's got a good thing.
It's great. I like the elimination of the mini and the minor and stuff that happens in the pick bonus. It gives you this, I don't have to worry about getting the mini anymore. Right. It's like a sense of relief. I don't have that $10 coming.
There's nothing more frustrating than playing because you're gunning for this bonus, and you get it, and there's like a whole wheel, and you got the big numbers, and you're like, and of course there's the one that I'm gonna
and then you're like, oh, that one.
It's gonna time it.
Oh my goodness.
Say hello. She was
Oh my goodness. My parents have one that looks just like that. Louis is my goodness. And he is such a good dog. Oh,
I got her when I moved to Vegas as well. So she's 10.
Oh, adorable.
Well, Linda's parents live in Vegas, so
yes.
Maybe they've got a twin.
Probably.
Right?
Probably. So cute.
Thank you. Sorry, she had to come up. She's the boss around here.
That's great. What do you think? What is the biggest challenge for your channel?
Biggest challenge. I think keeping up with content, keeping up with, especially now, like, it's over an hour of content a day.
That's a lot. That is a lot. Wait, so you're getting the content, so you're filming it, and then you're editing the content yourself as well?
Yeah, I do. I'm a one-man operation. So when you're like, channels have 3 people do.
Yeah.
It's just
so wait, every day.
Well, I don't gamble every day. I try and do days. I try and give myself weekends off, or 3-day weekends, and so I'll double up on certain days. And
but still, it's that but you still have to have the content like every day. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, and I don't miss days usually. I don't think I've missed one in a couple of years. So 2 videos a day, half an hour each, 7 days a week, and then now I'm doing a 3rd video a day sometimes with table games. I've been trying to add tables into the mix and video poker and things like that.
Yeah. I love video poker, but that becomes a lot. And then now I know YouTube is introducing like other formats too, like shorts. They're big on like those things as well. So I know that's also another thing, but they are saying that something like it does create another channel to manage that, because it's different than your channel. And I'm like, what is going? That is so much. That is, as a content creator, you need a full team just to manage that. And that's not even taking care of your community, like chatting with people,
right?
Connecting with people. So,
and I think that's why a lot of people do have teams, because it is so much now. Like I read all my comments myself. I reply myself. I do all my editing. I do my own thumbnails. I do literally all of that, but I enjoy it. Like half the fun for me is doing all that. So I don't mind it at all. It's just But as far as Mike's question goes, that is the toughest, kind of keeping up with all that. And it's like, it's a job now. It's so the channel not turning into a grind, I would say is probably the right answer to your question.
Right.
Talk to me about your audience, because you have a very loyal audience. They really do care about you.
And I love them.
Talk about them. Who do you think? Who are your players?
I think a lot of my core audience are true low rollers. Like they get upset at me when I go in the $5 range. They're like, hey, go back to your group. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So I think they are true low rollers, the $1.50 crowd, and they appreciate that that I get giant wins on these tiny bets and on occasion, and yeah, I owe them my life. I don't know if you know, but I used to be 500 pounds and I used to never leave the house and stuff like that. And my audience truly, like they are the reason I get up most days. Like they mean a lot to me.
Yeah, I watched a lot of that process, and I was just rooting for you, and I just thought it was I was really proud of you. I thought you did a great, it's great to see that.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
So,
it's great to see. I read comments like every day from people that are like, my friend is going through cancer, and I'm just sitting here in his hospital room, and we're laughing at your videos, and they mean so much to us. And you make the days that are hard to wake up to here to manage, and like that's what keeps me going. I'm like, this is just a silly slot channel, and suddenly like people we're connecting, and it's a reason for many of us to get up and enjoy and laugh a little. So it means a lot.
Yeah, because you think it's like, again, you think it's just, I'm just pressing a button, I'm just having fun myself, but you make a connection with people. And I think that's where the live streaming, why they gravitate towards that too. It's that connection, right, that they have. But yeah, I think that's so beautiful that, you make that connection, and people, they gravitate towards that, and that you can bring whatever kind of small joy that you can bring to them. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And YouTube and this whole social media thing has allowed for that. It's incredible. I appreciate every day of it. Right.
Because to be fair, there is an ugly side of social media, but then there's this beautiful side, right? There's this such wonderful side where you get to meet people that you would never get to meet from all sides of, the world that you would never get the opportunity to. And you get to see their part of the world, their part, and it would never have happened if this wasn't it. So that's what's beautiful. I wish it was just this and not the other part.
Yes. I mean, it's a magnification of who we are, right? So if you focus on the negative, there's going to be a ton of people focused on the negative. If you want to focus on the positive, that's what makes it great when you can.
Yeah. God.
I think that you've really picked up the ball and you've run with it, and your audience is really loving you. And I think love your channel. I just have to tell you that. So so I hope
so inspiring.
It really is. I mean, but again, for you specifically to let you know that the people who make these games love watching you play.
Yes,
I really appreciate that.
Enjoys them as much as you do, because I mean. We do these things. I'm going to say it again and again. Nobody notices the stuff that we put in. And it's like, they're usually just like, yeah, this game didn't give me any money, bye, and everything. But you're like, ooh, you rumbled, and everything. Ooh, you're doing it to me, and and that's part of the ride. That's what we actually, that Dragon Kingdom, when that thing, that thing goes up and it goes doing it and it shakes and like that. They spent a lot of time trying to make the shake. Because because if you didn't, it would just be like, okay, something might happen. Okay.
Right.
And everything. It gives you that, we're all on this entertainment ride. And you are just like, you're the Howard Cosell of you're giving it play by play, and it's going up there and it's going up and it's and like that. And it's exactly the kind of thrilling somebody gets out of this. So from all the people that we make games with, I just wanted to tell you, Dan, that you really do. You've made this on what we think is kind of a thankless thing on one side, to really kind of see that people are noticing it. People really do enjoy what, and you've had a great voice back to us. So thank you for that.
I really appreciate that. I get that comment a lot, by the way, that people say I speak what they're thinking when they're playing. And so I'm glad I'm able to vocalize that inner child that we all have. That's like, come on, please give it to me.
Yeah. Because at some point, I think we were taught to keep it inside, right? Like, don't just be, don't say it out loud. But It's so great and refreshing to watch someone enjoy it.
You go into your baby Jesus stuff, it just
it's over. It's like, oh yes, oh, so great.
That's funny. I appreciate that you guys appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you guys also enjoy my reactions.
No, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
You guys watch Vegas La Road.
Yes.
You already are. So, but we're very excited to have him on our channel, and again, all of us that make games just love watching him play our games. And so, Daniel, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. You are a shining star out there with people that are playing our games, and really a great ambassador. You know, I couldn't honestly when I was watching the Cashinado game, and it's a new game that's out there and everything like it, but you know, I couldn't have shot a commercial
any better.
And that's, you know, and it's because you love slots.
I love gaming. Like video games, slot game. To me, they're all the same. Like to me, if I'm playing Baldur's Gate or you know, or I'm playing Dragon Kingdom, like it's the same thing to me. I'm enjoying myself as a child who has no worries, who has no bills, who has, you know, just no relations, nothing. Just me and the video game, and I'm just going at it.
And we feel it. We're there with you. And that's the great thing about your videos, is that we feel that. And that's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it.
So thank you guys, and thank you for playing our games. You guys go to his channel, go check out what's going on, and for us, if you want to come back here and find out about Everything Slots, where do we go, Linda?
Everything Slots.
Everything Slots. All right.